Okay, for the past couple of episodes, I've been doing some work on a pair of Goldtops, one an Epiphone and this one, which is a Hohner Professional, but in many respects, they are kind of identical guitars. They are both replicas of a 56 Les Paul Goldtop, and I thought it would be interesting just to try out both guitars side by side and see if we can find any differences, see if we can find ways in which one might be better than the other. There are subtle differences between the pair, and we'll kind of get to those as we go along. I'm going to start with build in terms of both materials and quality, and then we'll move on to kind of other aspects. Start with the Hohner. Obviously, the Hohner has got double binding, which isn't faithful to a 56 Goldtop. They would have just had single binding on the top, but this has got like the kind of binding you'd expect on a Les Paul custom. Whether that's better or not, I don't know. It's certainly fancier, but it's just kind of decorative and subjective whether it's better or not. However, the Hohner is made of an unusual kind of material for a Les Paul, in so much as it's actually maple, a lot of it, that's been stained a darker brown. It's not even kind of close to the colour you'd expect for the back of a Les Paul, which are generally kind of a cherry red colour. This one has a scarf joint, which for me is a major advantage. The chances of you accidentally breaking a scarf jointed maple neck, in my opinion, are much lower than breaking a one-piece mahogany neck. Different material, different construction method. So that could be seen as a plus point for the Hohner. On the other hand though, the back of the Epiphone is a cherry red colour. The material seems to be some kind of mahogany. So in terms of being a faithful reproduction, the Epiphone is probably nearer. In terms of the electrics, both feature 500k pots. Both have full-size pots, which is a plus point. Both have similar looking P90 pickups. However, the pickups in the Hohner appear to be quite mild. So the neck pickup on the Hohner comes in about 5.8 and the bridge pickup about 5.9. Whereas the Epiphone, they both come in around 8.6, so considerably hotter than these. Is that an advantage? That depends on your playing style, I suppose, and what you want from the guitar. In terms of a vintage pickup, the lower output might be considered more accurate. I'm not really sure what the vintage pickups would have been. I know when I use a Tone Rider Hot 90, which is my P90 of choice, they're kind of nearly 9k. So these are quite low powered pickups. Both the guitars appear to have rosewood fretboards. If anything, maybe the Epiphone is something else, but from experience, I would say the Hohner is definitely rosewood. So no real differences there. But one thing I have picked up on the Epiphone is that this gold finish on the top has obviously been sprayed on and it's been masked around the binding. And you can see that it's inconsistent. It's not all the same width. So either it's been masked off and sprayed or it's been badly scraped back, which is, it's a cosmetic point, but it is kind of a little bit of a distraction from this one. All in all, not a big deal. The one thing that so far sets them apart, and I know this has been done after the fact, the tuners on the Epiphone, they're okay, they work. Now they're on the right way, they're fully functioning, and they're fine. But the tuners on the Hohner are really, really nice and smooth and just kind of dial in really nicely. These aren't quite so good. The fretwork on both guitars is absolutely fine. Both pretty high standard. There's a little bit of fret munch on both of them, but nothing that you'd kind of want to do anything about at this stage. In terms of setup, they both set up absolutely fine. They've both got a nice low action, and there's no rattles and buzzes or anything on there. So in that regard, I'd say they're pretty even, which only leaves really what they sound like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these up into an amp, and I'm going to do some clean and some kind of more dirty tones, and then I'll edit it together so you're getting side-by-side comparisons for each sound. And from there, we can kind of, if at all possible, make a decision on which one's the better guitar. Okay, so I'll start with the Epiphone, clean straight into a Marshall Origin 20. on the bridge pickup. Okay, just kick in a little bit of overdrive now. And then what I want to do is I want to do a cleanup test with these P90s. P90s usually clean up really, really nicely. So I'm just going to back the volume down to about 7. And that's cleaned up really nicely. And also, generally, if you back the tone off a little bit on these, it cleans them up even further. Which is beautiful. So do the same on the Epiphone. Just roll off a bit of tone. So, conclusions. It's really difficult. They both sounded okay, to be honest. I wouldn't have a problem with either of these. If anything, despite the lower output, the Hohner was a little bit louder, and you can quite clearly see that the pickups are set higher in there. So with a little bit of jiggling about with the pickups, that could be mitigated. I think the pickups were clearer in the Hohner. They just seemed to articulate better, and they cleaned up a lot nicer when you drop the volume. There wasn't really a drop off in volume as much, and it just cleaned the signal up. Whereas when I dropped the volume on the Epiphone, the volume went lower. That's probably because we've got a lower output because of the setting of the pickup. So there's so many variables, it's really, really difficult to make a kind of objective comparison. All in all, this is just slightly edging it, but I have to also acknowledge that I've got a nostalgic attachment to this guitar because I used to have one. So that could also be playing in. However, another factor in the Epiphone's favour, and you can see this when they're together, I actually prefer the gold of this one. This one's more kind of, it's paler and almost got a little bit of a green tinge to it, which potentially could be authentic, but I just prefer the richness of this colour. So swings and roundabouts, but there is one thing we do also need to bear in mind, and that is cost. When this would have been new in the mid 90s, you could get a really posh one with a Bigsby on, which would have been 500, but this one would have been around the £400 mark. The Epiphone, 10 years later, would have been about £400. Now, £400 in the mid-90s was a significant amount of money. That is just a little bit cheaper than an American standard Strat would have cost you at the time. £400 in 2003 wasn't quite as much money. So there is a cost difference, and I think that's possibly been reflected in the quality of the pickups. Other than that one factor, I would happily call this a draw. So hopefully you found that useful. I thought it would just be an interesting little thing to do. If so, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll be back very soon with the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.